everyone, this is Sam and welcome to my Outriders advanced tips and tutorials. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys which class best suits your playstyle for this game. Obviously only the demo version is out right now, but you can test all the classes, so it will be good to compare and contrast the different classes to see which one best suits you, because in this game each class has its own pace and unique approach, so I'll show you how to optimize and how to find the one for you. So if you'd like to see more Outriders tutorial from me, you can click on the card above or the link in the description below for my Outriders playlist on all the videos and tips I've made for this game all year. Also, feel free to add me on PlayStation Network, that's my gamer tag right there, so we can play Outriders together. So honestly, this game has an excellent class system, and each class is very fun to play, but it's completely different from one another. So we'll begin by first looking at the Trickster class. And one of the unique skills that each class have, it's its ability to gain health back, and that's the Trickster. It's different from every other class, but for the Trickster, is each enemy killed in close range heals you and grants you a portion of shield. So you can see me using a Trickster here, and my health currently is at 48. I do a close range kill, which gives me that buff. So you can see as the enemy dies from the hit, I get the blue, which is the shield, and I also get about 24 health back. So as the Trickster, you can pretty much expect yourself to fight in close range as much as possible to trigger that buff. Now let's take a look at the skills and how it complements your buff further. So one of the most useful one is called Hunt the Prey, which is you're going to teleport behind your enemy and gain a 29 shield bonus, and it has a cooldown of 11 seconds, and you can see the range of this is insane. So I'm targeting that rifleman up there, which is pretty far away. And this is great for moving around, getting behind the enemies, attacking them. And because I'm in close range right away, I take them down and I'll get my shield and health buff immediately. Now the next Trickster skill that you're going to add into is the Temporal Blade, which has the damage interrupt. And it also does high damage at 115, it casts slow, and has a cooldown of 20 seconds. So pretty much you want to do this to a large group because this is a high value hit, especially for an AoE setting. So you can get in there, now do it. You can see I take down all 4 targets at a close range, so that's a lot of buffs. So both skills in action would pretty much look like this. You'll teleport in, get behind the enemy, get in a melee hit. If you see more than 2 enemies, then you switch to your Temporal Blade, take everyone down, and get all the buffs. Now the first skill you want to add in to complement your 2 other skills and your heal buff is the Slow Trap, which does slow for 10 seconds and has a cooldown of 31. Because of the fact that you're going to fight at close range a lot, sometimes you will start to get overwhelmed. And if you cast this Slow Trap, not only does it keeps you safe completely inside or if you're outside the circle as long as the enemies are in it, at the same time, it also lasts for a while, which allows you to gain your cooldowns back for your other skills. So essentially, when you're playing as a Trickster, you want to trigger the teleport first or the Temporal Blade, and then do the Slow Trap so it allows you to gain your cooldowns back. You can see it in full action in this sequence where I'm fighting a boss and a mob of enemies. And I'm also going to start off with the shooting unless I have to start doing my skills. But the first skill that I will always do the first skill as the teleport. This is because you get into close range, you can do the Temporal Blade if there's more than one target. Keep the Slow Trap, so if the situation gets really dangerous, you can use the Slow Trap to keep yourself safe and also to gain back the teleport. But if you don't have to use it, then your teleport, which has a very short cooldown, you can use it again and again. Now as the situation gets dicey, you can trigger the Slow Trap and then let every cooldown come back for the teleport and the Temporal Blade, so I have both of my other skills now. And at the same time, I can do the Temporal Blade, finish off someone at close range, do the teleport, and then gain the shield back. And then now I have no cooldowns, but I've probably taken out enough enemies to last a while. And the cooldown for the teleport is going to come back often, so I can keep triggering this until I gain Slow Trap back, so I can go through that cycle. But as you can see, that kind of play, deadly. So let's move on to the Pyromancer. And with him, the healing ability is that I'll recover health as the Pyromancer whenever enemies marked by your skills are killed. So pretty much, if you light someone on fire and you take them down, you'll get health back. And one of the better skills for that to go with is the Thermal Bomb, especially early game. Is an explosive interrupt, deals 20 damage, and it will deal 164 at a large radius if you destroy an enemy or kill him off while he's light on fire by the thermal. So you can see the range on the thermal is high. I light that guy on fire, and I'm going to focus fire on him, so if he dies by that, you can see the explosion radius is huge. It also takes out his teammates, all of his teammates, and to finish both of them off, because 164 damage in this game is quite high. Like a sniper headshot is only 90, so relatively speaking is high. So the second skill you want is Feed the Flames. It's an immobilize skill which does 37 damage, inflicts ash, and it also gives you 37 health back with a relatively fast cooldown. And the range on that, as you can see, is still high. So if I'm a little bit low on health, I can use that to gain my health back. The third skill is Heat Wave with a cooldown of 13 seconds. It does the Ignite, 26 damage, and it inflicts burn on the enemy on its path. So this is very good to light enemies on fire and to also finish them off so I can gain the health back. And you can see it goes through all covers. So this is a very anti-cover skill. It doesn't matter if they're behind multiple covers. The flames will go through everything in a straight line. So let's take a look in full action of the Pyromancer. And you can see because of the way you gain back health with this class, and the fact that all of your skills are like, you can go through cover, this is a very cover fire kind of playstyle. Like if you're a person that is really good at fighting behind cover, the Pyromancer is perfect for you. You'll be mostly in medium range, utilizing covers for safety. That's actually your main defense, is to be behind covers, because you can attack people behind covers because your skills go through covers. Like you can see right there, I actually killed that guy and I was like one floor below him. So when it's all combined together, this is the perfect cover fighting class. Like once again, I'm destroying people behind covers while I can hide behind cover for safety. So when it comes down to it, at least between these two classes, what's your style? Do you like to fight in cover, or do you like to be right up close? The pacing of all these classes are different if you want to optimize their playstyle because of the way you regenerate health, right? Because you can see here with the Pyromancer, my whole thing is I need to light someone on fire or use my reach out skill to find someone behind cover to get health back. There's no reason for me to like get up close to someone because I can't teleport like the Trickster can, so I have to get up there. So I'm going from cover to cover. But as I go from cover to cover, I might as well just use my skills behind cover, go through the enemy's cover, light them on fire, and gain all my health back. You can see as I light someone on fire, the health I gain back is actually at an insane rate. Even against a boss, I can pretty much utilize these free skills in flow and I'll gain all my health back. So if you're a cover fighter, I would highly suggest the Pyromancer. But if you're a guy that likes to be high paced, running around, in your face, and you're really good at multitasking and analyzing the situation, then the Trickster is probably the one to go. Now, if your question is which one is better than the other, I would say it's really up to your lifestyle, playstyle. Because if you're really good at shooting and covering, like that Gears of War kind of approach, there's no reason not to be a Pyromancer. But if you're really good at getting up into someone's face, like an assassin, then Trickster is the way to go. Overall, I do think the Trickster has the potential to be more dominant if you're a player that is both of good styles. Because just the ability to move around at that pace, at that distance, is going to break the game, especially versus AI enemies. So once again, if you want to play together, add me on PlayStation Network right there. The next video, I'll focus on the other two classes in the tank and also the sniper. As always, thanks for coming by, and I'll speak to you guys again very soon.